combating nutrition disinformation and general bull. It's Jimmy Rants. JimmyRants.com.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another Instagram Live, and we have another Jimmy Rants episode all ready to go for you guys here today. And if you're brand new to Jimmy Rants, here's how it works. We start off on Instagram Live. I come on here twice a day, generally in the morning time sometime, and the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, and we do some rant on a topic here on Instagram Live. Then you can engage with me there live if you watch this live, like all those people down there are doing. And so then you can come and watch the replay if you follow me on Instagram at Livin' Low Carb Man, LIVINLOWCARBMAN. Then we house the videos over on YouTube so that you can see the archives there and watch them on demand. And the all-new Jimmy Rants podcast is now available on Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen to podcasts. So go check out the Jimmy Rants podcast there. So today, you guys, I have an inspirational thing to share with you here on Jimmy Rants, and it's about being who you are. Because a lot of people that get online, like myself, I see my friend Caitlin just came on, and different people, we get online and people see us and they make judgments about us simply based on what they see and what they believe to be going on. And they can start to define who you are. And so what I wanted to talk about on this Jimmy Rants is only you can define who you really are. So let me give you some examples. So if you go online and you kind of noodle around and look up my name, for example, you'll find all sorts of things said about me that anyone who actually knows me would actually laugh at you. He eats whole sticks of butter of Kerrygold every single day, or every single meal. I've actually seen that, and I'm going, I don't think I've ever eaten a whole stick of Kerrygold butter at a whole meal. What? Or that I secretly eat donuts. That one's the one that cracks me up the most. That secretly I'm going down to the store and stuffing my mouth full of donuts, because otherwise I would lose weight. These kinds of things. So when you start hearing people say things about you like that, and I'm getting to a point where it's applicable to you, but I thought I'd use my story as an example. People like to try to characterize who and what you are based on what they see about you. And what I want to impart on you is, don't give them that power. You're the only one that can define who and what you are, and you're the only one who really knows who you really are at the end of the day. And if you portray this mantra of confidence and authenticity and genuineness, and it juxtaposes to what everybody thinks about who and what you are, then what are people going to believe? They're going to believe the authenticity and the real you. Now, sure, there will be people who will always believe kind of what's said about you, especially when you put yourself out there, like I have, for example. People always have their judgments about who you are, but at the end of the day, you've got to be good with yourself. And I don't think enough people are good with themselves and confident in who they are, and not being ashamed of who they are or afraid to be who they are. Those of you that follow me regularly and listen to my podcasts and everything, I like to be silly. That's just in my personality. I like to goof around. I like to crack jokes. That's just my personality. And yet that rubs people the wrong way. What's he trying to hide? Who's he trying to fool? He's not that funny. You know, and you can hear all of those things about who and what you are and let it try to define you, or you can define who you are based on living your life the way you want to live it, and living it authentically and openly and honestly. And sadly, not enough people these days are living authentically online. You see a lot of people online, they try to make it look like they got everything put together. Those are the people that are really messed up. Those are the people behind the scenes. If you knew all the chaos that was going on in their life, it would shock you. And yet, on the outside, oh wow, look how awesome their life is. And again, it's other people coming up in their mind with who and what you are and making an assessment based on pictures and words that you're writing on your social media, for example. You can make it look like whatever you want it to look like on a social media page, but in the real world, you got stuff that might be going on, and vice versa. Maybe things look like they're all messed up by the way people portray you online, and yet in the real world, everything's pretty hunky-dory. You know, and I get criticized quite a bit online that I must be incredibly unhealthy because I haven't gotten my weight under control, and I'm cheating and all this kind of stuff. And I know it's not true because I'm living this life. And yet all I can do is be me and be the one who does define who I really am. And when you live that way and you put yourself out there and you let people know who you are and you're honest about the ups and downs and in-betweens, I think at the end of the day, people are very understanding and forgiving, and they're gonna see who the real you is. And I'm seeing this way too much, that people are afraid to be who and what they really are because they're afraid of judgment. I ain't afraid of judgment. Obviously, I put myself out there for many years, and I'm sometimes in your face about things, and I'm sometimes unafraid to say things that others won't say. But that's who I am. And I will never apologize for being who I am, because that's who I really am. So hopefully you today, if you're one of those people that's a little fearful about being who and what you are, maybe this encourages you that, all right, time to stop playing the game and time to start being who I am. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for being here. It's so nice out today. Caitlin, it is here in South Carolina. It was like 41 degrees yesterday, and today it's like 63, so very, very nice. Hi from Virginia Beach, was able to get your new podcast this morning. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, go check out the all-new Jimmy Rants podcast. It's now an Apple podcast. Hello, Kat. Thanks for being here. Welcome in. My friend Griff Sam 88's here. Olga's in the house. I love the inspiration, she says. I heard something the other day that was great. Other people's perception of you is none of their darn business. Olga, you are so right about that one. What's up, Lauren? Hey, hey. Hello, Keto Chow. My friends, go get that. Keto Chow. We love that stuff. Hi, Mika says, yay, I made it to a live. You made it. Nancy Childress is another real keto person. She puts it all out there about her keto journey, just like you. Thank you. Yeah, Nancy, I love, Nancy Booth said that about Nancy Childress. I love keto for real life people, so definitely go follow her. She's got a great Facebook page, and yeah, if you want somebody who lives authentically and out in the open and shares the ups, downs, and in-betweens, she's definitely one of those people. And you know what really saddens me, you guys, is I see people, they're gung-ho about keto, but they're held back from doing anything about sharing this message because they don't think they can be who they are. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. And I tell people this often. Well, they're like, oh, I could never get the platform that you have. And I'm like, do you think I just built that overnight? You know how I built that? I built that being me. And if people didn't like who and what I was as the real authentic me, guess what? I never would have built a platform. And so I think what turns people off is they see the fakery that's all around, and they're not attracted to fakery. They're attracted to people that may not necessarily have everything going perfectly in their life, but they're 100% real. You relate to them. You feel like they could be a brother or sister to you. That's the people that you connect with. It's why I love people like Nancy Childress, because I do relate to her quite a bit. Sherry Smile says, I'm blessed to have a primary care physician who advocates for ketogenic for weight loss, among many other things. I've been plateaued, and he said, only compare yourself to yourself. Yeah, and good for that doctor telling you that. because a lot of doctors do want you or do have these views of you, of, you know, talking about this topic we're talking about, only you can define who you really are. A lot of doctors, if you're not doing what they say to do, or you have obesity, for example, they'll say, well, you're just not cutting your calories enough, or you're not, you don't have the willpower to stop eating fat, and you don't have enough gumption within you to exercise. So they practice that quite a bit. So kudos to your doctor for recognizing that. Hi, Mika says people can be so aggressive about their diet. It's like talking religion and politics. And I've talked about this quite a bit, that when you get on one of those boards where you make a comment or something about the way you do things, and if they're really, really ugly back to you, that you're doing it all wrong, and we've ranted about this before on Jimmy Rants, but you're doing it all wrong. Or I've even had some people say that they go to talk about the way that they eat, and they get their comment deleted and they're blocked from the group. And I'm going, okay, it's one thing to disagree, but to do that measure, yeah. So this was a short one today, you guys, but I wanted to make sure we got it out there that only you can define who you really are. Don't let people on the internet, don't let people in your family or your at your job, don't let them try to define who and what you are. You define it. You live your life. You be you. You always be authentically who you are. And if you always live authentically, you don't have to remember what fake story you came up with. That's just too much work, guys. And I don't pretend like I'm trying to be something that I'm not. What you see is what you get. If I'm gonna sit in my hot tub, I've gotten some people on YouTube saying, dude, put on a shirt. I'm like, I'm in a hot tub. I'm not gonna put on a shirt when I'm in a hot tub. It's what I choose to do. It's me, and that's who I am. At the end of the day, I'm in here trying to chill out, de-stress, and that's who and what I am. So get over it, right? Get over it. All right, guys, that's it for this Jimmy Rants. Head on over to jimmyrants.com, and you can access the Instagram page where we start all of these videos on Instagram Live. You can see them for 24 hours there. At Livin' Low Carb Man is where I am on Instagram. You can watch on YouTube. The Jimmy Rants videos are all housed there. And then the all-new Jimmy Rants podcast. Go subscribe, you guys. Go look it up on wherever you listen to podcasts. And we'd love to have you listen there. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back again real soon. Bye.